Pokemon card just paid off my car loan. I've been collecting Pokemon cards on and off since I was a kid. A few months ago, I was feeling nostalgic and decided to organize my old binders. I mostly focused on the cards I loved, not really thinking about their value. As I was flipping through a binder from the early 2000s, I stopped on a set called Skyridge. I had a Lugia from that set, and I remembered how much I loved the artwork. I pulled it out of its sleeve to get a better look. That's when I noticed it. The card was in much better shape than I remembered. The shiny hollow part looked almost perfect, with no scratches. The edges were clean. The only thing I could spot was a tiny bit of white showing on one of the back corners. I knew grading cards was a thing, where a company gives it a score out of 10. And I'd heard stories of certain cards getting big money, but I always thought it was too complicated and expensive for me. What if my tiny bit of white on the corner meant it would get a low grade and I'd just lose money on the grading fees? It felt like a gamble I couldn't afford to take. I almost just put the Lugia back in the binder and forgot about it. Then, a friend mentioned an ebook that helped him understand grading. I decided to check it out. It was a game changer. It had clear pictures showing how much edgeware was acceptable for certain grades, and it actually made the submission forms feel less intimidating. It even walked through how to package your card safely so it doesn't get damaged on the way. Following the steps in the guide, I carefully prepped the Lugia and sent it in. I crossed my fingers hoping for at least an 8. A few weeks later, the grade came back. PSA 9. That meant mint condition. I put it up for auction, and after a tense bidding war, it sold for just over $2,000. It wasn't enough to buy a house, but it was enough to pay off the remaining balance on my car loan, wiping it out completely. It's such a huge relief to have that payment gone. All thanks to a card I almost left gathering dust. If you're sitting on cards and wondering if they're worth anything, don't guess like I almost did. The unofficial guide for grading and selling Pokemon cards showed me exactly how to find the hidden value in my collection. Check out graderguide.card.co to learn more. Yes, the two R's are intentional.